I got a couple of subjects today. The second one, the one I'll talk about here in a minute, is what I talk about every November, getting ready for December, because Decembers are rough. But the first one I want to talk about, it's a little bit from the lecture I give on our system and how to be good instructors and how to grow your business and all that kind of stuff. But it's basically, be good to people. I mean, this should go without saying, but think of how many places you go, restaurants, stores, where it's not customer service oriented. I go in restaurants and scratch my head. It's like, really? You're going to be grouchy to me? I'm here to spend money with you? And that's just a friggin' once a month restaurant. We've got it made with this business. Think of how many businesses would love to have people locked into a 12-month contract. They're giving you $100 a month whether they show up or not. We've really got it made with low overhead, with virtually no overhead. I mean, we've got our rent and our payroll and that kind of stuff, but we don't have the $1 million of equipment that a big box gym has to have. And we're doing something we love for a living. We're making people healthier and safer. I mean, to me, that's a pretty good calling. If we do it right, we can also make money without being devious, without being used car salesmen. It's just, people come to us. I mean, when I owned OKM, it just grew and grew and grew and grew. And I think a lot of that was because of how we treat people. I have some affiliates that run the system, some affiliates that are really successful, some that are moderately successful. I've come to think that some of it's personality. I mean, I truly do. If you're kind of a grumpy person anyhow, which I kind of tend to be at times, people aren't going to flock to you. You know, I've seen this in business after business, in an affiliate after affiliate. If you're totally committed to customer service and you're people oriented, you let them know that they are family, that you care that they're there. I mean, these are some of the selling points over the box gyms. We're charging 4 and 5 times more than the box gym. The big box gym just hopes they don't show up. They don't care about them. They don't know their names. We need to know names, ask questions. You know, how's the family? How's that injury? How's this? Everyone in every class should have some personal attention. You should be talking to everybody, greeting them. Don't let your assistants stand in a circle before class talking. They should be out greeting customers, shaking hands, you know, having a good time. I mean, these are truly, we look at our members as friends. We are friendly to them. I don't know. This is just, I think, one of the secrets, the keys behind growing a gym like crazy. Now, here's where I see it messed up sometimes. When somebody quits, they resign. If you're a jerk to them, they're like, this was all an act. They didn't really care about me. You know what? When people quit, that's my time to learn. I tell them, oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, will you tell me the reason? I mean, be honest, I need to make this business as good as I can. I want people to be happy. And you know, sometimes it's money or a job, but every now and then you'll get, well, so-and-so, you know, I didn't like this about it. If you hear I didn't like this about it a 3 times with people quitting, you better change that. They are doing you a favor by telling you what the problem is. You can fix it then. And I don't know, some of us we're just not that way. I just heard like a week ago about somebody in one of my old gyms, one of my ex-affiliates. Somebody quit there and they were just snotty to them. It's like, wow. Here's my thought. If I'm good to somebody when they quit, if they can afford it later on or want to do it again later on, they're coming back to me. If I was a jerk when they left, they're not coming back. When they hear about somebody that wants to work out or do learning self-defense, they're going to tell them, hey, go to this place. These guys are awesome. Even when I quit, they were nice to me. You know, just the snotty, flippant attitudes when people resign just scratches my head. I once belonged to a national marketing body for pretty much for our cardio MMA program. Well known. I didn't like several things about it. I felt some of it was devious, some of it was flat out lying to customers. And when I quit, I sent an email, a nice email, said, hey, I'm resigning and here's some of the reasons. I don't like this, 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 and this. That's how I like people to resign with me. Let me know what I did wrong. This guy sent back an email calling me names like a second grader, telling me I was a liar, just ripping into me. And I was like, wow, what a doofus. He could use that as an education to make his system better, but instead he wanted to be defensive and completely torque me off to where I would never recommend them to anybody, no matter how good of a job they're doing. So absolutely embrace it. I mean, if you're not the type that's a people person and wants to be all huggy, make somebody else the face of your gym. You know, people appreciate that. Again, they're paying 4 times the amount. And I truly know that some people that came to our gym, that was the highlight of their week. Nobody at work gave a crap about them. They got a bad home life. They come to us and we're like, hey, buddy. You know, and not even insincerely. I mean, I like my members, not just because they're paying me. You know, we're cool that we're in a business that we do for free. You know, I've done a lot of seminars and taught for free. It's just something we love doing. So absolutely, Get it into your head that you are totally customer service oriented. And when you go to businesses, you know, whatever it is, a restaurant, a store, look at them. Most of them aren't. And the ones that are customer service oriented, think about what that does for you. You're like, oh man, I'm going to come back here. These people are friendly, they care. I'm not just someone to spend money and then get the heck away from me. So truly, and most of my affiliates are already doing this. It makes me happy. I've got great people. But examine yourself. Make sure people are seeing that you care. Now let's talk about December. December is the friggin' worst month every year, constantly and totally, that ever comes down the pipe. I started hating Decembers, you know, and I love Christmas. Christmas is so cool. But man, Decembers, our numbers always tanked as far as sign-ups. The people showing up at my gym always went down. You know, there's so much for people to do in December. So if you go back and listen to conference calls and go look at my old newsletters, every November I talk about this. The ones that do it, that follow this advice, they generally have a decent December. The ones that, well, your December's going to tank. That's just kind of the way it is in the United States. First one is Pro Shop. I hope you've noticed and appreciate that I don't sell a bunch of stuff. I don't, even when I had a gym, I didn't, you know, there are kids programs that tell you every time a kid tests, have $100, $200 worth of equipment that they have to buy for that belt. As a parent, I would totally friggin' resent that. That's just, it shows to me that they're just nickel and diming me. Pro shops, what do you make? Everything you sell, you make maybe 25%, up to 50%, but man, to go that hard to sell, you know, someone $100 worth of merchandise that I'm making 25% off of, and they're not going to buy anything for 3 more months after that, I would much rather go out and get people to sign up and give me $100 a month, you know, for their membership. So I was all about marketing and not about nickel and diming the customers I already have. Kind of back to that treat people right. Another way of doing that is to have one price, they do everything. You know what, I got, as much as we charge, and it's more than a box gym, when they go and see I can do all this for that one price, there's no add-on fees, you know, they appreciate that. That's a value. It's kind of the same with the Pro Shop. I don't nickel and dime people. I never had a lot of gear to sell. I never had any mandatory gear. In level 2, they did have in our Krav program, they did have some sparring gear they had to buy, but that's because we started sparring. I've had a lot of people approach me about having my own merchandise for the USKMA to sell to my affiliates, and I don't feel good about that. When I was with the other organization, they had their own logo, not my school's logo, their logo on equipment that I could buy from the same place I usually got my equipment, and it was $5 and $10 more for the exact same frickin' thing because it had their logo on it. You know, I just felt they were, again, taking care of themselves and not me, where we try in the USKMA to be totally customer service oriented, so I don't have USKMA brand stuff to tell you have to buy. If I ever do get a deal to where you can actually buy that cheaper, and we're looking into some of those, I'll certainly do that. As an aside, RevGear, if you mention that you're a USKMA affiliate, we'll give you 10% off of, I believe it's 10% off of wholesale. So set up a wholesale account with RevGear, let them know you're one of our affiliates, and they will get you some of the RevGear stuff, which is good stuff. Doesn't have our logo on it, but maybe we'll take care of that someday if we can get the same deal. With your Pro Shop, certainly have everything this month's 10% off. I mean, people can buy that stuff for Christmas presents, your t-shirts and your gear. I know some gyms, they'll have one day they set aside a Saturday morning for 3 or 4 hours, everything's whatever, 25% off, you got clearance items. They got that one day in December they can come and Christmas shop. But certainly you can be creative with your Pro Shop if you got a lot of stuff. I mean, come up with packages, December specials, Christmas specials. Maybe, especially if you have a kids program, give the parents in a newsletter, give them a list of things. Hey, these are things your kids will need this year, things that you can get them for Christmas. And absolutely have them in stock. Now again, not too much on Pro Shop because I was never a big seller of Pro Shop gear. Gift box. Now this is a cool thing. What you want to do is get a box, put one of your gym t-shirts in it, a coupon for an intro, and a month, an entire month of Krav Maga lessons. You wrap that in a box, and you can wrap, well, if you wrap like me, have somebody that knows how to wrap that. But your members can buy those for family members, for friends. I mean, it's a t-shirt, an intro, and a month for $50. That is a friggin' awesome deal. It's already wrapped and everything. I mean, for their friends that said, yeah, I want to try that Krav, well, there's no excuse now. Now, we're going to think $50, that's like half price. I can't sell a month for $50. Yeah, you can. You're doing things right. You think anybody's going to quit after a month? If they come in there and get blown away and see results, they're getting stronger, safer, they're in better shape, they're going to sign up. They're absolutely going to sign up at the end of that. What you do is you number all those certificates that you're selling, match them up with numbers and phone numbers, names, addresses, make sure towards the end of that month that they're in there for their month of lessons that they get a some kind of deal. You're going to call them, email them, hey, you want to continue? Well, here's what we'll do. We won't charge an initiation fee, something like that, or you know, even 10% off of monthly, or whatever you want to do. Just make sure you're giving them an incentive to hang around. They're already going to hang around because you're doing awesome classes, and a month isn't enough. They're addicted now, but we absolutely want to sweeten the pot. Have, you know, some smalls, some mediums, some larges, some extra larges. When they come in and want something, boom, there you go. If you don't sell them at the end of December, you just unwrap them and you still got your t-shirts and stuff. Member appreciation. Now this is totally cool. Something we did in our gyms every December. December's, again, you have no sign-ups, virtually no sign-ups. You have small classes. This is a way to keep the gym hopping, to keep it huge. Towards the end of December, you give every one of your members, everyone that comes to class, 2 coupons, or 3 or 4, and truly I let them know if they need more, come back and get more. I'll give you 10 if you need them. But it's a coupon for the free lessons for the month of December, for anybody they want to give them to, friends or family. You can even call it, you know, member appreciation, friends and family plan, but truly it's just a free month. Okay, that does a couple of things. That keeps our classes big because we got a whole bunch of people in there. Especially if you do have people coming in for intros, it's terrible to show them 2 and 3 people in a class. It's cool when they can look and say, man, there's 30 people in here. They must know what they're doing. But it's truly for the month of December only. Not 30 days, hey, use it in February. It's for the month of December only. When they come in for the month of December with their coupon, boom. Come as much as you want. Come to any class you want. The CrossFit, the Cardio MMA, the MMA, come to anything. We want them, again, it's that same thing. If they're there for a month, seeing the results, seeing how fun it is, how cool it is, they're signing up in January. Your January will go boom. We don't give each of them an intro though. I mean, it's free anyhow, it's a free month. What we try to do is at the very beginning of December have a buddy day and let the people that you're giving these coupons know that that's really the first class they should come to. It's a regular class, but it's also a little bit simpler, I guess, a little bit more intro. We give a little bit more of the intro talk. Keep it going, but I generally teach front kicks and front choke. The easy things they can all get into. We can start double, triple kicking. Just really a regular lesson, but a little easier and a little bit more talking at the beginning and at the end, telling them what crowd's about like we do in our intro. But rather than them coming to the Tuesday intro or the Saturday intro or whatever, we give one day, buddy day, boom, that's the first class you should come to, people. And then you got the free month of December after that. At the end, or even when they come in and give you that coupon to take the month of December for free, hand them another coupon that says, hey, just like I talked about with the gift box, in January, you want to come back, we'll give you whatever. No sign-up fee, a cheaper rate, give them something to get them in there in January. Now again, it's not open-ended, hey, whenever you bring this back in 2014, no, if you sign up in the month of January, we'll give you this, give them some equipment, give them whatever you need to do. But again, it's going to keep your classes full in December. And most of those people are going to sign up. It's very unlikely they're going to come for a month, unless it's truly a financial problem. They're not going to come for a month and say, oh, I don't want to do that anymore. Man, what we're doing is a blast. It's fun. They'll see that they're in better shape already. So this will make January take off like crazy because everyone's got their New Year's resolutions anyhow. But it's going to make our Decembers look good. It's going to keep the excitement up rather than, blah. So absolutely, pro shop specials. Have the gift box for people to buy to give to people for Christmas presents, and they also have the coupons for free months of December they can give to their friends and family. Members truly appreciate that. They really, we've seen a lot of really thankful people. It's like, really? my husband can come with me this month for free? Oh my gosh. So yeah, absolutely get those people in the door. Any questions about this at all, you can always call me or email me, and we certainly appreciate you. We'll talk to you next month.